Tesla and Google equals Shiba. Amazing news for 2022. Hey everybody, it seems that hardly a day goes by right now without some crazy news about Shiba Inu. Obviously, this is great, because with the vast array of partnerships and projects that the currency currently has in the pipeline, it's finally becoming able to shed the original perception that so many people had of it previously. I'm talking, of course, about those people who refer to SHIB as being just another meme coin, at best, and at worst, just a meme coin that is a derivative of another meme coin, Dogecoin. It's actually bizarre to me that so many people still feel this way, as the coin is holding its own in some very tempestuous times, and while I don't normally agree with Google, they seem to agree with me, as both the Big G and Elon Musk's Tesla have recently accepted Shiba Inu, which means some huge developments for the canine currency. What have Google and Tesla done? How is this going to affect SHIB going forward? And most importantly, what does this mean for the price of everyone's favorite doggy dollar in the next few months? As always, I'm going to answer all these questions and more, so you should stay tuned all the way to the very end of the video. Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel and go over to the notification bell and click on it to make sure that you don't miss out on some very important news that can really help you make some money. Now, if you're new to this channel or if it's been a while, let me just give you one more important. And before we go on, I should also point out to you that I'm not a professional financial advisor and there's always some risk involved with any investment undertaken. So please remain vigilant and do your own research when it comes to your own money. And with that said though, and if you're all done subscribing, then I think it's safe to go ahead and get started. First, let's go over the price. At the time of recording, the price of Shiba Inu coin has been up and down like a yo-yo as of late, and experienced a bounce from its previous low point of 27 millionths of a dollar back before Christmas, though it then sank below the 30 mark once again this week, arriving at the 29 millionths of a dollar mark. Most recently though, it seems to have bounced back once again, proving you can never keep a good dog down. The price is actually indicative of some kind of war between the bears and the bulls, as the bears seem to be pulling out in small increments, while the bullish whales shove more and more of their money into the little coin that could. Hopefully this trend continues and Shiba Inu will be able to regain some of that ground it lost in December, rising to test that 40 millionths of a dollar barrier and access the liquidity on the other side. But that's enough about that. Let's get on to the subject of the video today. So I think it's absolutely fair to say that Shiba Inu is achieving much more than any other coin of its kind ever has. While at the moment that might not mean very much, and as established, the price is yet to reflect any of these developments, but there are so many partnerships and projects in the pipeline for the coin that you have to be crazy not to see a bright future for SHIB. While SHIB has slipped in ranking recently, dropping to the 14th most valuable cryptocurrency by market cap, the puppy penny has everything it needs to see 2022 through and rise back up to its all-time high of 80 millionths of a dollar. More and more companies are getting involved with and doing business with the team of Shiba Inu. Kraken, Gemini, and BitPay are all platforms that in recent months decided to add SHIB to their lineups, and other companies have gotten involved as well. You may remember me saying this before in another video, but Newegg, the PC and technology retail platform, announced recently that they would be accepting Shiba Inu as a payment method. And not to be forgotten, as the world finally begins to open up again, AMC Theaters also announced that they would also be accepting SHIB. Both of these are absolutely great, especially if you're a tech nerd who loves movies. But many people still said that there needs to be more real-world application for Shiba Inu if it's to be taken seriously as a currency and shake off that meme coin perception. No problem there though then, because Mover and CoinJar, two services that provide cryptocurrency credit cards to customers and allow them to be topped up with crypto, both announced that they'll be accepting SHIB as a viable method to top up the cards. Think about what that means for a second. That means that if you want to buy something, you can either use your Mover's Visa or your CoinJar MasterCard to pay for it. Being able to top that up with SHIB means that your SHIB tokens are now a viable payment method for groceries, gasoline, clothes, hotels, night outs, trips to the movies, and a wide array of tech. Actually, what it means is that you can pay for basically anything with Shiba Inu coin. People need to notice this because it could change everything overnight. Now, what does this have to do with Google and Tesla, I hear you ask? Well, here's what's been going down. Not too long ago, Satoshi of Shiba Inu and Elon Musk had a little sparring match on Twitter, as Elon, forever the diehard fan of SHIB's arch-rival Dogecoin, said on December 14th that he would be accepting Doge as a payment method for Tesla merchandise. His exact tweet read as Tesla will make some merch buyable with Doge and see how it goes. Of course, Satoshi, not to allow SHIB to be left out, responded to this tweet from his handle at Satoshi Kusama the next day, saying, "Meanwhile, SHIB is available for use via BitPay, Newegg, and hundreds of other retailers. Happy holidays, #ShibArmy. Uh-oh, shots fired." For those of you who know the history, both Shiba Inu and Dogecoin began as silly meme coins, with Dogecoin being based on the old Doge meme of the Shiba Inu dog that can't construct English sentences properly, as if emphatically reacts to, well, anything, and Shiba Inu beginning its life specifically as the Dogecoin killer. More shots fired. Now, both of these coins have prospered, and both have shown insanely high spikes in their prices in 2021, often as a result of the endless tweetings of the eccentric billionaire Elon Musk. Both coins have over 2 million followers and millions of holders, with SHIB becoming the first to exceed 1 million in its ranks. It's a completely different story when it comes to actual real-life utility though, as SHIB is crushing Dogecoin in that regard. It seems that Dogecoin, without any announcements happening for the last year or so, is completely dependent on Musk and his Twitter account to increase in price. While SHIB is being adopted by more and more platforms, has a video game in the works, a range of NFTs to burn its incredibly high supply, a DAO in the way, and an L2 blockchain edition specifically designed to reduce gas prices before ETH 2.0 has a chance to monopolize that. Yes, that's a lot to say in one sentence, so let's open them up a little bit more. First, the video game, the Oshiverse, which will launch with 10,000 NFTs that can be purchased. For each of these purchased, owners will have the option to name their proud purchase, but only if they pay a $100 equivalent fee in SHIB. Now this amount will be sent straight to a burn wallet, which means that the tokens spent on renaming will permanently be removed from the supply of SHIB overall. Some people don't know why this is so necessary, so here's a quick rundown. Shiba Inu currently has over 500 trillion tokens in its active supply. Based on simple supply and demand logic, it's therefore very reasonable to conclude that SHIB is very easy to come by, and thus does not demand a very high price. In order for that price to rise, Shiba Inu needs to reduce its overall supply drastically and radically, thus creating demand, thus driving up each token's value, just like with the big dog Bitcoin. However, there is another side to this, and that's that the price simply cannot rise to these kinds of milestones that everyone wants to, like 1 cent for example, while there are so many tokens out there. If every SHIB token that exists in the world today is suddenly worth 1 cent, then the entire market cap of Shiba Inu would be double, almost triple that of the entire cryptocurrency market besides it, including both Bitcoin and Ethereum, but also every other cryptocurrency in existence. This would create hundreds of thousands of new multimillionaires, and that would result in major problems for the already struggling US economy under the Biden administration. Not that something like that could happen in the next 3 years anyway. However, what's the point of burning huge chunks of the currency if the currency itself has no real-world application? So then it's for this reason that the development team has been proudly touting SHIB's use as a payment method on various platforms, as well as developing the Shibarium, which is a level 2 blockchain edition that looks set to launch later this year and be positioned on top of the existing Ethereum blockchain, which allows for cheaper gas prices, faster transactions, and an overall friendlier process when it comes to the environment. Now, Ethereum already has plans to achieve all of this in their long-awaited Ethereum 2.0, which has taken over 2 years to get this close to launch. According to Shytoshi and the others, Shibarium is possible to launch before Ethereum 2.0 can, which would make Shiba Inu the exclusive token that can be used for faster, cheaper, and more environmentally friendly transactions. Whether this happens as Shytoshi says or not depends on a bunch of variables that are too many to list here, but the point remains. Shiba Inu is a currency whose loyal fanbase and hardworking development team will carry through to profitability as soon as possible. With Tesla and Google partnered, and the potential for SHIB to become a payment method for those, not to mention the millions of other things it can already be used for, it's a great time to be holding onto some SHIB. So what do you guys think about all this? Make some noise in the comments section below, and like this video if you enjoyed it. Also, make sure you subscribe to this channel with notifications turned on to make sure that you never miss out on any news or rumors or hot tips that can get you the edge on the market. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.